Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Come on. Blue dot working. Blue dot working. Check 26. Got it.
On first down, Benjamin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
58, come on. And it's getting at 66. Blow it, high. Crunch. Echo. 58, right over there, yeah. 58, right there. And go.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Great.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rip right. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Mike's
Back to throw. Benjamin's got him. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check. General.
And to give this time to the tailback. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Delta. 6 points. Look against the mic. We ain't giving him nothing today. Watch the 6. Lock it.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 14, Panthers 7.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Hayward. Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 58, boy. 58.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Charlie. Check that. Mike 52 right here.
Back to throw here. Completes it to Benjamin. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stepping up, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders have recovered.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Yeah, baby.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as score. It's a foot race. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now Newton on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Buying time to his left. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Gun. 58, boy, 58.
They snap it to Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pick me up. Here we go. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Let's go. Man, give these traps. Let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me and you're ready to go.
2nd and 2.
You gonna see me.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for number 87, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 66 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field.
Odell Beckham Jr., 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 orange.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Tucson. 54. Don't let it breathe. Scene 6. Play on top, D. Don't let it breathe, defense.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go, D.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Third down. 3rd and long.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. Flush. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
By 7, let's go. Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bandit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
H3, 218. Chopper, chopper.
Any day.
Slam, slam, slam. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down. That's the end of the
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Alpha. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Blue down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Newton on first down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game. So you don't sense full relief here, then? No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
It's all gone.
Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Ready. 18 Gator. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Five.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, they move a step closer to 500.